As requested, a wicking tutorial on fatalities. This is just my personal preference on how to do it because it works in pretty much any weather, any atmosphere conditions, and it works in the 28, 25, both equally well, and it works series or regular. But I'm just going to show you a quick shot of what I do basically, and here we go. So sorry if it's shaky, but I'm using a phone to do this because I don't have a professional studio or anything. So start out here, we're going to go with the firebolt. So those are the shoestring type, made for 3mm. And what we have here is we have our handy dandy DNA, which is the only thing I trust to do my coil checks. And these are outlaw coils, 0.08s, which is what I like to run. Now they'll work with any 3mm, okay? Firebolt's made for 3mm. So what we have here is I've already ran it through, split it in half, and both coils, one piece of firebolt cotton. I took it and I split the coil down the middle, or the cotton down the middle, about half and half, okay? I didn't comb it out or anything like that. I just took the handy dandy pointy tweezers here, stick them in the cotton, separate, stick them in the cotton, separate until you get them split up, along the horizontal plane of the cotton. Okay, so make sure you don't twist your cotton and shit when you're putting it in. Makes it pretty easy. Now I'm gonna try to show you guys how I cut and stuff, but it's gonna be a little bit of a weird angle. So like I said, you're gonna have to bear with me here as I try to do this with one hand. So you take your handy dandy scissors, ta-da, and let's see, there's gotta be a better way of holding this. So let's try to maybe put up some bracing here. There's a candle, and there we go. This is gonna be long-winded because obviously it takes some time to do. So basically what I do is I take and I put my scissors right here next to the positive block or negative block or wherever you're at. And you come out at about a 45-degree angle and you just cut. That's it. Just make it even. Okay. I'll show you the goal behind all this. You keep half of it up. Take the other half. Same deal. Fold it down. Come at about a 45-degree angle. Just rest your scissors right here in this crotch right here, and like I said, about a 45-degree angle. Now the reason behind this is because you don't need as much wicking as what is provided to keep tight in your coil in order to keep your juice wells tamed, meaning you don't want leaks, you don't want it overflowing. So what I do is I take the shorter part of the cotton, I stuff it back towards the airflow. If you look in here, you'll see the cotton's pushed down back into the airflow. Do the same thing on this side. Stuff it back into the airflow. Now, why would you want it in airflow? Well, anything that does escape into the chamber, you want to make sure you got something to catch it. So, now, for the longer wicks that you want down into the juice well, you want it longer than what it's going to take. So usually what I do is I usually try to guide it by that little black O-ring down there. Okay, so you need it to be about 3/4 of an inch long for the rest of it. You want it all to be nice and neat and pretty. Okay, same thing on this side. This is the longer section of wick. Hold it down there, and about that much. Double check it, make sure you cut it evenly. No weird angles, no strange parts coming out. But that's it. You really don't need to thin the wicking because I took half of it and put it in the airflow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff my tips down in there. And the reason you want a little bit longer is because you don't want this popping back out. If you make it just long enough to hit the bottom, you got to worry about the cotton being tight. And if something happens and the cotton pops out, it's going to leak like a sieve. So you just want your tips down to the bottom of the airflow. Now that's 50% of the cotton, because you took half and you put it in the center. That's it. Just keep stuffing, stuffing, stuffing. Make sure that you're not coming out into the tank. You just want to fan it out, spread it, so when the cotton is going to automatically swell. Okay? You just want the tips down in there. You don't want it folded up in there or anything else. Excuse me. Got a little cold going on. Now, we're going to go with a bit of Tango. Chillin'. A little bit of menthol in there. Okay, and then you just go ahead and juice your coils. Here's another thing. See that juice dripping down in there between the coils? It's not dropping right into the airflow. It's getting caught by all that weird cotton that I put down there that I haven't showed you why yet, but I will. Just keep juicing. Sure you can juice up all your cotton. And all this cotton nice and wet. Okay, you're going to want some juice down here by this O-ring and on the threads, that way nothing sticks. Flip it around, same deal. Got a little on the O-ring down there, no big deal. Sure you get some on that O-ring. So everything that you wash, you want to make sure you clean out. Another thing, I usually take the 510 out of this completely. I clean it real good with a paper towel. It gets a lot of that black ick off, old juice, whatever it is, funk. I take the positive block out from time to time, and I bought these handy dandy thread cutters. I run those in there, and that gets any of the gunk or corrosion out from inside. So there we are. We are all juiced up. There you go. Popping. Now what you want to do is you want to kind of make sure cotton is back and inside where it's not going to hit the top. And then you go inside of your coils and you push that cotton back over out of the airflow. Knock the camera out of the sky. Okay, just push the cotton over nice and easy. Okay, back towards where your other cotton is on the sides. Okay, because you don't want to block the airflow. Ugh. Careful with what you hook when you're doing this. I know it seems over complicated, but it's worthwhile when you don't have to thin it. Because when you thin the cotton, you can do the same thing and just keep it all in your juice flow. But the problem is that you over thin, you're done. You got to start over. You under thin and you're getting dry hits. If you just split it down the middle like I do, let's see, wide open in there now. Right, so let's see if I can find all the correct parts here. Here we go. We have the chimney. The reason I leave it on the DNA for this part is because if your coils aren't set up right, you'll see it. As you can see, coils are just fine. Fill up the juice. popping. All right, now we know everything's good, but we had a little excess juice run off here. Get rid of the DNA. Come back over here with our mech because that's all we run. There you have it. How's she hit? Perfect every time.